What's happening, people? This is Rohit here, and this video journal is going to be very special for me because it's my last official day at Rutgers University, Newark. So, definitely, a lot of things are going on in my head, and I want to record all my thoughts and feelings in this podcast episode. It's been a very love hate relationship between me and Rutgers University because, between two, three different campuses, the commute and the kind of lifestyle that I have had, Rutgers was everything for me. And then in between, things didn't go well, so I wanted to step away, and even few staff members suggested that I step away, and still I kept coming back. And it's all love for sure. And this is just the intro because the kind of game plan that I had from the beginning, whether it's Rutgers Camden and then coming to Rutgers Newark and then spending like 2.5, 3 years here, and it's been amazing, very special for me. And it's a lot of things, a lot of ups and downs as well. And the kind of game plan that I had from the beginning, how it changed, how it evolved, the kind of personal growth that I had, whether it's on campus, the kind of social life I had on campus and zero social life outside of campus, the kind of therapy and the kind of growth that I had over there. And it's a lot of things, and the kind of initiatives that I have taken, the kind of roles and the positions that I have held here at Rutgers Newark in specific. So a lot of things for sure, and the kind of confidence that I've gained because of all of this, kind of slight arrogance and the ego that I've gained because of all of this. And it's been wow, what a journey, right? As an Indian international student that I've come here and I get to carve my own name, make my own identity, and forge it in like Rutgers history in a way to say that this, those kind of roles that I've held, and it's been amazing. I'm not going to touch so much on Rutgers Camden, but just to give a gist of it, I spent 1 year there, and the kind of life I had there because I was new, and my bachelor life started in Philadelphia. That commute and having that social life outside of campus, on campus, and the kind of lifestyle that I had at Rutgers Camden is very different from the kind of lifestyle and social life that I had here at Rutgers Newark. So Rutgers Camden was magical, beautiful. Every single day I used to pinch myself and I used to tell myself like, is this even true? What wow, what life. I can with pride, with confidence, I can say that the kind of life that I had there at Rutgers Camden and in Philadelphia, the bachelor life, that's probably one of the best that any Indian international student can ask for. That's that's just in one sentence. But this episode is going to be more about Rutgers Newark and the last 2 years that I spent here as an Indian international student and the kind of things that I've done here. So, all that aside, all what I've done aside at Rutgers Camden, I come here as a new person. The kind of apartment hunting, I made a complete separate video about that, saying that I did this, walking on the streets and asking for the house and getting it. That's very special right before the campus life started. And then there itself I kind of made sure that okay, roommates are going to be roommates, so what all I'm going to do, it's going to happen on campus. So when you make that kind of mindset clear, and then you realize that you're around a densely populated area of Indian international students in specific, and that I had a separate life altogether as the best life that I could ask for in Rutgers Camden in Philadelphia, and then complete culture shift to a very new place, and then here you realize a lot of things are different, and then for me ego also set in, and then for me it's more like I know what value I bring to any ship I'm in, so why should I just settle for anything less? And then that's the kind of mindset I started with. That's the kind of mindset that I'm ending with. And the statistics of me being friends 0.6%, that's like 1% for every 1,500 people I meet. And then shortlisting people to be friends, and then so many things. But yes, I do not have any close friends at Rutgers Newark. Yes, I've shortlisted a few people, but then the kind of journey that I've made on my own, the kind of social battery, the mental battery that I went through in the last 2 years, and how my approach was, how my game plan was for every single semester, very different, and what I've done outside of campus, what I've done on campus. So a lot of things for sure. I remember like I got my job secured, and while other people are struggling, I know how hard it is for other people to find work on campus, and I was fortunate enough to do it on my own. I made sure that no nepotism, no recommendation, whatever it is, I'm doing it on my own. And the kind of personality that I portrayed over there, and just by being myself, I got a lot of things done. And few compliments still stand out in the last 2 years. I'm like, few guys telling me that they are getting confidence just because they are with me or because I am leading them. That's one of amazing compliments that I received. And other women, that's from men, and from women when they tell me that, like, they get that secure masculine energy, and especially that this came from the queer community and they are telling me something like that. So two biggest compliments that I received. Kind of roles I played on campus, I held like 13 14 plus roles throughout my Rutgers journey. Two ambassador positions, two intern positions, three research assistant positions, site leader here, this that, so many unseen and less spoken. I don't talk about some positions, being beta tester for few things. And people talk about, yes, I'm famous on campus and all of that, but apart from students, being known among the dining staff, cleaning staff, the chefs, wherever I go, the kind of social life, the security officers, police officers, bus shuttle drivers, that's reputation. That's what matters most. Students, yes, anyone can be famous. I see so many students being famous on students, but to captivate and know every single person on campus and look each one of them. See, there's a difference in being friendly and being friends. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm friendly, and the kind of game plan that I had from the beginning, it's not even like, oh, I have to stick to this plan, this plan. It's just happened spontaneously. But then, just by being myself, and I was able to forge all these relationships with them, and just by being friendly, and then so many things, yes, for sure. And in the beginning, in the first semester, I was doing a lot of things like 7 8 events in one day, and trying to understand how the campus works, trying to initiate a lot of different things. And then slight loneliness in the first semester alone, because I was doing so many things and then no one else is doing all these things, and then I'm doing it, and every single different event I'm talking to different people, and then there's no one person who is going to be there for all the events. But it's what it is. Winning a dance competition my first semester, right when I actually started dancing like 3 years back, and then that was interesting. And then when going for the ball drop, you can see that outside of social life, outside of Rutgers, I made sure that I did not have any social life outside of campus. When I say that, I mean I did not meet any Rutgers people outside of campus. How many other Indian international students can say that, like, have been alone and did what all I've done just by myself, just by not trying to get support from anyone. I didn't ask for anyone's help. I'm not encouraging people to not ask for help. My ideology for help itself is very different. Like, when there's really a need, then yes. But the kind of things that I did on my own itself made sure that I did not need help in the first place. So that was my mindset. And then the kind of confidence with which I did these things, and you can see the difference in the 2023 ball drop and the 2024 ball drop, the kind of mindset change in between. So in that 1 year, how much I have changed. And then when 2023 started, 2022 fall is when I started my journey at Rutgers, Newark, as a grad student. And then research assistant positions all by myself, like three research assistant positions, different professors, and everyone loved working with me. They're able to say that some people are very choosy and then very selective, just like me when it comes to friends, I guess. But then they are able to proudly say that Rohit has been my research assistant, absolutely amazing, and heaping praise on me. And some people who are so direct and they're saying good things about me definitely makes my heart melt. Very grateful. And there are very few sweet people I met as well, but then did not meet and talk to them enough to actually call them as close friends. But then, yeah, there are few staff members who I'm really, like, one or two staff members that I'm really close to. Like, Easy is amazing. I love him for sure. And then being the first and the only grad student to go on the Boston alternate summer break, because it's mainly towards undergraduate students. So that was special. And then the kind of ambassador positions that sometimes, I mean, slightly made just for me in a way. And the kind of name, I'm like, people calling me, oh, he's a mayor, because of that fame and reputation. Definitely very grateful for that kind of thing. And then again, coming back to when 2023 started, that spring semester, I was in my own mindset. I was in that casual mindset. And then the kind of things that I did now, first semester, I made sure that I understood how things work on campus. Second semester, I'm like, you know what, exploring myself. Like, now it's the time to go up, like, just elevate. And that's exactly what I did. But then third semester, things didn't go well. A lot of things didn't go well, but still I was able to maintain there was a period where I don't know, it's like blank, it's out of memory in a way. But then yes, a lot of things happen outside of it. But then I talked to a staff member, and then they're like, you need to take a step away from Rutgers itself, like, just disappear, like you're done and proved what all you wanted to prove. And then even I was in mindset, what, no more events and all that. But at the same time, I still kept coming back. That's the love hate relationship. And then the bandana, I was wearing bandana, that was my identity, that people knew me as that bandana guy. And then that went away. That was interesting because a lot of things, as I said, happened. And then somewhere I felt I was wrong, and I made a complete video podcast about that and stuff. I was like, I was wrong to Rutgers, and I was so furious about it. And then I was like, you know what, our common goal is more important than our ego. I know that I'm more qualified than the people who are selected for that position. And that was nepotism and favoritism, because some people did not even get the interview in the first place. And for me, I had to fight for every single thing in my life, and even at Rutgers Newark. So in that way, I can say proudly that what all I've done at Rutgers is all because of me. And then in spring semester again, I got few opportunities because of my course, because of my professor. And I'm grateful for him, Dr. Santana. And then just being there. And then I was also telling, like, regarding OPTR, yes, I am very thankful for that. But definitely a very interesting scenario. And probably this spring 2024 is the probably the best mental mindset that I've been in. I mean, earlier mindset were also amazing, but then slight different issues, like you're trying to explore, but then slight ego is there. So you're trying to balance every single thing. Everything is like a spectrum, and you have to find the right balance is the key here. But now that I am graduating after 2 years, I can think of how much I have changed on campus, outside of campus, completing more than 100 plus solo dates in New York City. How many other Indian international students can say something like that? That too, 100 plus solo dates within like 75 weeks. I don't know, I lost count. I know that from the last 1 or 2 months, I have not been going to New York City because right now there's so many things, because I'm trying to find a job. And then right now it's May. From July, OPT date starts, trying to find jobs, so I have to use that period well. On top of that, MMA classes started, so probably the wrong timing. But I want to make sure that I'm an opportunist in that way, because I don't want to miss any opportunities, whatever's out there. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. Like, it will help with my fitness, stress, and keeping my diet in check. And JBG Soul Kitchen, amazing resource for my mental health. Going and eating there, the kind of people and the committee there, the staff members, they love me. Like, when I first started working at JBG Soul Kitchen, there's literally no other volunteer, and now we have few volunteers, but still they hold me in a special place because I was the first one. I was doing a lot of things, initiatives and all that. And the other thing is to record all of this in YouTube, and recording over like 15, maybe 20 plus a day in my life videos at Rutgers New York, recording the whole day, a lot of things, and going and doing every single thing alone. So definitely very grateful for that. I was able to document my journey as a Indian international student, and doing what all it takes. Like, you know what, I'm not going to wait for anyone, I'm just going to do what all it takes on my own. Like, being comfortable alone, that's the thing which I don't see in a lot of people. But it's their own thing, they have to work on it. But for me, once you gain that comfort, whew, amazing experience. You get to see that when you gain that comfort, you actually recognize when others are not having that comfort in doing things alone. So that's the main thing. But then definitely grateful for that kind of growth. I mean, when 2023 started, I changed my therapist, and from that January onwards, I never missed a session. Every single week I have a session, and from this year onwards, I'm having a session, like 2 sessions in 1 week. So not missing any session, that being consistent. Zero sick leaves at Rutgers Newark, zero sick leaves anywhere, no making excuse, 100% attendance. Yeah, I know in health promotion division I used a mental health leave just to go and see UFC event, and then just making sure that where the priorities are. I love UFC. I remember at the same event when it happened the next year, I came to campus, and then HPA training was from 4 to 8. I went to New York City. I was running all the way from campus to New York Penn, go Madison Square Garden, run back from come back to the station, take the train, come back for the training. So I know that if I have to do something, I'm going all the way to do it. And then few days are just so special, that going back to Philadelphia one day and recognizing that uh, two different places. That was very mind blowing, and I recorded last year 1 year video journal about that. And then that day was very special. And then talking about so many different changes that I realized all on my own. And I think the growth itself is a very different scenario for me compared to other Indian international students, because I feel they're always in that RBS school or mostly around that, and then they are surrounding themselves with those kind of people. But for me, I haven't surrounded myself with anyone. So the kind of growth that I had, I came as blank slate, and the diversity in Philadelphia, and that was like you are coming here as a baby, and then when you say anything to a baby, that's what you're instilled in them. And for me, I came here as a baby kind of mindset, like blank slate in the sense that what are you going to say, I was witnessing and experiencing everything on my own. But after coming here again, that ego, as I was mentioning before, and then you realize that people are different and trying to accept them. And then the July, the mindset changed, and I recorded a video journal about that, talking about that hate journal, why hate people do all the so many different changes that have happened in the last 2 years. I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that I changed so much in the last 2 years, and being more socially selective, being toned down in the energy. It's not about ammunition is also expensive. It's not about how much you fire and how long you can fire. It's about like taking aim and firing with precision. That's what matters most. I know that I have the energy. I know I have the values. I know what kind of entertainer I am. I know what kind of skills I bring to any table that I go to, and how hardworking and disciplined, that grit, resilience, every single thing, what all I've done alone. When you have that kind of values and that mindset, you're definitely going to be more selective, and that's what I think is happening in my case as well. And then today is last day. I'm not going to go every single, oh, it's the last day. Definitely, and maybe in the end it might be emotional, but right now it's more like I'm able to record my thoughts and say what all is needed, and then my mindset at this point, definitely jumping here and there. But I wore this shirt on my first year of fall 2023, and then after one academic year, I'm wearing this again. And today we have a rainbow graduation. I'm the student speaker for that, so got my commencement regalia, commencement next week, and I made sure that I'm going to be the only one. People are willing to travel and come all the way, but I made it clear that I want to be the only one there. I don't want anyone to come for the graduation. Like, I can use the motivational thing. I have my own ideology behind that, but it's all good. um, no love lost between the people who are willing to come and all of that. So definitely very, very, very grateful for the kind of journey that I had. I give respect, and uh, wherever it's needed credit, yes, I do that. But here I feel at Rutgers New, the kind of growth I had, the kind of, yes, one professor easy. Apart from that, like, all the credits, I'm like, yes, I did everything myself. The kind of growth that I had, the kind of values that I've instilled in me, and just very grateful. And it's going to be a very special journey. This is just the foundation in a lot of ways, what all I've done here. Rohventure just starts now. That's my return on my commencement cap that I designed. The real Rohventure starts now, because all I've done till now, it's more like a trailer, it's like a preview. Like, right now what I'm going to do, it's like the foundation. It's like destined for greatness kind of thing. And wow, what a journey. Like, even that commute or going to campus, walking and saying, "Oh, you know what, I'm not taking the light around," going back home, you're going walking alone and doing all of these things alone. That kind of mindset, the mental mindset just changes, and it makes you so strong. I cannot emphasize enough on that. Whew. Yes, I'm very proud of the things that I've done. Definitely a few opportunities I missed, and that things that I missed is not because of my skills or anything. It's because of slight favoritism, nepotism towards so many things, and then I don't get it because of that, or some other things happen. And I mean, ideally, I can say that this I'll do this I'll do. Friends, get this, get that portion. But unfortunately, things didn't turn out to be my way. But it is what it is, right? And that's life as well. Ruckus is going to be a small part in my whole life of what I've done, but definitely a very important one as well as a foundation. And definitely very grateful for that. And it's going to be a very amazing foundation for sure, now that I think of it, or the kind of fame reputation that I had here. But I can say that I've been the most powerful Indian international student at Rutgers Newark as of now. And the kind of legacy that I left behind, for sure, it's going to be there. And I was able to make a lot of people happy just by being myself, and that's something I'm very proud of. and it's all about what I stand for, all about what I represent, who all I represented as a minority, as a queer, as so many different roles that I've held on campus. And again, it's all about gratitude. All I ask for to get power is to make sure that I make all the voices heard. The kind of leader that I've become here, the kind of initiatives again I have taken, and kind of growth that I had on campus, outside of campus, doing everything alone and making sure that being comfortable alone, so many things again. But yes, it's been a wonderful journey for sure, and it's my last day. Again, I'll be here and there on campus, but apart from that, job search, that scenario, it's the OPT and so many things going on there. But it's all about having fun, and all I did was have fun at Rutgers New York by just being myself, and I'm just happy. I'm grateful. That's all what matters most. And again, the real Rohventure starts now. Thank you all for watching. See you all in another one. Till then, bye from me.